Welcome back, YouTube. It's me again. I found more videos for us to watch. I warn you now, please do not watch these before going to sleep. They will keep you up at night. With that being said, buckle up, get ready to watch some very disturbing videos.
This was the real-life Scooby-Doo, and it was seriously creepy. Back in 1961, a traveling group called the Dober Scoobers made headlines for solving strange cold cases all across Ohio. The team was made up of 4 teenagers and a giant Great Dane named Jasper, who they claimed could actually understand human language. They drove from town to town in an old green van, showing up wherever something weird happened. Ghost sightings, missing people, abandoned mines, and somehow they always figured it out. But in October 1964, something went terribly wrong. They arrived in a small town called Amber Falls, investigating a series of disappearances connected to a shut-down amusement park. Only 2 members of the group made it out. The other 2 were found days later, deep in a tunnel under the park. No injuries, no signs of a struggle, just their faces, frozen in pure terror. But here's the part that still haunts people. In 1972, a hiker snapped a photo deep in the Amber Falls woods. It showed a tall creature, walking upright, with the head of a dog. On the ground in front of it was a torn blue collar. The tag was scratched, but one letter was still visible, SD. No one has ever confirmed what happened to Jasper, or what came out of that amusement park.
This next video shows a father who's recording his son playing a video game when something very unsettling is caught on tape. The father in question is known as Ernesto Espinoza, and he's been uploading videos of his family on his YouTube channel. Although each video shows nothing more than a father who's enjoying the time he spends with his family, 2 videos in particular stand out from the rest. Unlike the other videos, these 2 have shown something that has caused concern among viewers of his content. The first video was posted not too long ago, and what's captured in it is pretty creepy. Be sure to look closely, or you'll miss it.
Ya suyo, ya la tienen ahí. Ya la tienen ganada. Eso.
Victory Royale. They won the game.
¿Qué pro?
But what's going on back there?
¿No se oye la
What
canción?
am I looking at?
In case you missed it, if you look closely at the pile of toys in the corner, a baby doll can be seen moving on its own. Ernesto hadn't noticed this until viewers had pointed this out. Now, although this video has convinced most people that Ernesto's family is being haunted by something, it's the second video that has caused the most concern. At the start of the clip, we can see his daughter dancing around in what appears to be the living room, when all of a sudden, something truly frightening is caught in the background. Take a look. As the little girl dances around the room, a dark figure passes by quickly inside another room before the door shuts on its own. Like the video before, viewers have suggested to Ernesto that he and his family should leave the house immediately. Although he appreciates the concern, it seems that he won't be leaving anytime soon, given that there haven't been any more strange occurrences in his home. But until something like this happens again, it seems that Ernesto and his family will continue to carry on with their lives. The question still remains though, had something paranormal been caught on camera, or was something else caught instead?
Even though the daughter got Victory Royale in Fortnite, it looks like the background, there's some moving things going on, dolls possibly possessed, haunted items, maybe. That's very scary knowing that the daughter most likely plays with those items. If it's possessed, what could happen to her? What do you guys think?
If your dog suddenly sits in front of a door and doesn't move, pay attention. Save this now. You don't know when you'll need it. This isn't normal behavior, and it isn't curiosity. Dogs don't stare at doors like that without a reason. If it happens, don't speak. Don't move toward him. And whatever you do, don't open the door. When a dog locks his body like that, ears forward, tail still, breathing slow, he isn't confused, he's focused. Dogs don't guard empty spaces. They place themselves where something might cross. Stay where you are. Watch him, not the door. If he doesn't bark, that's worse. Barking is a warning. Silence means control. And if he slowly sits down instead of leaving, it means whatever is on the other side isn't forcing its way in. It's waiting. Here's the part most people misunderstand. When your dog finally moves away from the door, that doesn't mean it left. It means he decided you are no longer in immediate danger. Dogs don't protect places, they protect people. If this ever happens, you'll be glad you knew what to do. If your dog has ever done this, comment yes.
If your mom wakes you up at 3:30 a.m. and tells you to help her in the kitchen, don't leave your room. First, listen carefully. Is she calling you by your full name? With a very soft voice, almost whispering. That's not normal. Grab your phone and text her. If she replies, don't open the door. If on the other side she keeps calling you, but you don't hear her walking, breathing, or moving, don't say anything. Don't respond. Just wait. If after a few seconds she says, come, it's ready, and you hear it right behind the door, that thing will be standing there, completely still, with a fixed smile. Just close your eyes and don't open them until it stops calling you.
I don't know about you guys, but if my mom wakes me up at 3 a.m. yelling my name to come down to the kitchen, I don't think that's going to be her. That's something else. An intruder, a setup, because there's no way my mom's in the kitchen at 3 a.m. There's more than just that.
Oh, yo, I look like a YouTube guy. Yeah, yo, this video is sponsored by Metanoise, M-E-T-A-N-O-I-Z. I got my brother over here, y'all. I wish it did both of us, though.
Nah, I don't think it does. Oh,
It does.
bro, you look like Michael Phelps. But why I look like the weed dealer from Harold and Kumar?
Oh, bro, you do. Bro, I'm not your bro. Does it work on the dog?
Nah, I doubt it.
It does. Yeah, y'all. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button.
What the f was that? I don't know, bro. That sounded mad close, too. Like, what the f was that?
I'm f***ing shaking, bro. Hello?
Hard.
There it is again. Shh. Hello?
Air conditioner.
No, it was like...
This is a screenshot from a video that stumped an entire town. Even the police didn't know what to think of the McGrady tapes. It all started with a single VHS tape found at a local Blockbuster. The tape had no art, no case, it just said the word watch written on it in Sharpie. Employees swore that it didn't exist, and then one day it just showed up. When people rented it, weird stuff happened. The tape would return itself overnight. Customers claimed that they still had it at home, but then there it was, sitting in the Blockbuster drop box, perfectly rewound and perfectly waiting. And it gets worse. The people who watched it reported having the same dreams. Rotting forests, TV static, faces behind glass. Almost like the tape wasn't just showing you something, but rather pulling you into it. Some even disappeared. They were officially labeled as missing persons. But the locals of McGrady, North Carolina swear that every single one of them had the tape last. The McGrady Blockbuster shut down in 2001. But when the demolition crews started to open up the abandoned Dropbox, they noticed one thing still left inside. And you guessed it, that thing is the tape. It said watch on it. It was still in perfect condition. After the store was officially torn down, no one ever heard about it again. But here's one thing about stories like this. It's not about whether it's real. It's about the patterns that we can't help but notice. 3 missing customers, 3 dreams, and 3 appearances of the tape. What are the odds? And in horror, just like in filmmaking, everything happens in threes. Come over here for longer freaky videos.
Scary footage that I bet you feel uncomfortable watching.
She locked the door just in time. A small shop owner says she suddenly felt something was very wrong. No noise, no warning, just instinct. In seconds, she slammed the glass door shut, turned the lock, and rushed behind the counter. She dropped to the floor, tried to control her breathing, and made herself as small as possible. Her heart was pounding so loudly she was afraid it could be heard. She pressed into the corner, barely moving. That's when a shadow appeared on the other side of the glass. An older man stood there, dressed as a clown, but nothing about him was funny. His makeup was smeared, the costume worn and dirty, and the bright colors somehow made everything worse. Locals already knew him. If you gave him money, he demanded more. If you refused, he screamed insults and became aggressive. The owner had dealt with him before. She knew arguing only escalated things. So this time, instead of confronting him, she stayed hidden, hoping he wouldn't notice her. The man lingered by the door, staring inside, waiting. And for several long seconds, she wasn't sure if he was about to leave or come in.
Do not watch this video at night, this will freak you out. In the photo behind me is a man named Cody, and while he was home by himself, he was starting to experience some very odd things. He was hearing noises, and it was pretty clear that he thought someone was in the house. And by the way, the footage that I'm about to show you was recorded by him. When he walked over to the bathroom, the lights were flickering. But not only were the lights flickering, but the faucet was on, so he turned the faucet off and left. At this point, Cody got pretty freaked out, so he went outside and called his wife and let her know what was happening. His wife insisted that he would stay outside, however, Cody decided to go back in and do some more filming. When he went back inside, the entire kitchen was a complete mess. Cupboards were open and things were thrown around as seen in this photo, and this right here is the clip of him first walking in. When Cody watched this clip back, he saw something absolutely terrifying in one of the frames. This is the still frame. Can you see it? This is what he saw looking out from the corner of his daughter's bedroom door. If I were Cody, I'd be selling my house and moving out immediately.
What was she trying to tell us?
Death is irreversible.
On September 8th, 2022, Queen Elizabeth II passed away, and during her funeral service 11 days later, the broadcast was suddenly interrupted by a strange voice.
Death is irreversible, and the fact that she's
As you can see,
The voice of a lady can be heard saying, "The death is irreversible," and the fact that she is trapped. Before she could finish this cryptic message, she's cut off by a news anchor. Now, there are many theories that attempt to explain whose voice it was and what they meant. But what's even stranger about this is that other news channels claim that this was just a technical difficulty, but the news channel that this happened on never even commented on what happened. So we'll never really know who it was and what they were trying to tell us. Do you think it was just some hacker pulling a prank? Or was someone really trying to warn us of something?
Imagine walking through a haunted house and the mannequin that you see in the hallway is actually a dead person. Some urban legends are just stories, but these are the ones that keep me up at night. I got a DM asking to talk about the Elmer McCurdy incident, and why did I find out this is an actual story that happened? In 1976, a TV crew was filming an episode of the show The $6 Million Man inside of a haunted house. So this was at an amusement park. Everything was fake. Cobwebs, props, rubber bodies. At least that's what they thought. It was said one of the crew members reached up to move one of the hanging bodies, which was a mannequin meant to scare people, when the arm snapped off its hand. Inside the sleeve was not rubber, it was not foam, it was bone. Real human bone. It was said production stopped immediately and police were called. Medical examiner stepped in, and that's when the truth revealed itself. The prop mannequin hanging in the haunted house was a real person, a real human corpse, and it had been dead for over 60 years. The body was identified through fingerprints. His name was Elmer McCurdy. Now here's where the story gets worse. Elmer McCurdy was an outlaw in the early 1900s, but not a legendary one. His robberies failed. His plans were sloppy, and in 1911, after a botched train robbery in Oklahoma, he was shot and killed by a sheriff's crew. No family came forward and no one claimed his body. So the funeral home covered his body in arsenic, which was very common at the time and basically preserved the body. And instead of burying his body, they put him on display. People would pay a nickel to see the bandit who wouldn't be claimed. Eventually, carnival owners bought the body. And for decades, Elmer McCurdy was treated like an object. People laughed next to his body, posed for photos. Children brushed past him in the dark. Everyone thought his body was fake. Years then turned to decades. By the time his body ended up on the set of The $6 Million Man, no one alive, not even the crew, knew that he was real anymore. After the discovery, his body was finally laid to rest, buried under 2 feet of concrete in Oklahoma, specifically so no one could ever dig him up and put him on display ever again. But here's why this urban legend keeps me up at night. For over half a century, people walked through the haunted houses, standing inches away from a real dead man, and no one ever questioned it. So the next time you're in a haunted attraction and one of the props look a little too real, just remember sometimes the most scariest urban legends aren't legends at all because they're true.
This video is so disturbing that a number of people have fell ill after watching it. Proceed with caution.
One here smells great. Which one? Smells like Mother's crazy sister Kate. Oh, you think so? Yeah, I do. It smells so good. She couldn't have been that crazy. I don't think so. Oh, you don't think so, huh? No. Well, she put her poodle one time in a microwave oven to eat it. Yeah, to eat it. Oh, no. No, 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 silly. To dry it. But it exploded. And they were both found dead. She must have been out of her head.
This is a true story. In 2016, strange reports began surfacing. People claimed they saw Donald Trump somewhere he shouldn't have been. Security footage showed him entering buildings late at night, doors locked. Crowds swore they saw him vanish into thin air. Some claimed phones glitched when he appeared. Officials called it rumors. The media laughed it off. Yet anonymous tips kept coming, videos deleted, witnesses threatened, nothing recorded officially. A leaked intelligence memo mentioned Project Golden Tower, an experiment on influence replication. Names were redacted, but Trump was listed as a primary subject. Multiple sightings spanned different states. Security cameras failed simultaneously. Some footage surfaced, distorted, showing only shadows and his unmistakable hair. One reporter claimed a voice whispered from an empty stage, "You can't stop me." The hair alone seemed to move, alive. To this day, some swear he appears where no one invited him, and some nights, the hair shows up first.
2 sisters return home to pick up something that one of them needs.
Hurry up, hurry up.
According to Pink Nemesis, who sent me this video, her little sister needed to pack some clothes for a sleepover that she was running late to. But just moments before coming inside, they noticed something rather unusual on the sidewalk across from their house. Apparently, they had found a shopping cart filled with creepy-looking dolls. Curious, they check out the cart for a quick minute before immediately rushing to the house to get what they came for. But during this footage, which was caught on their doorbell camera, they record something completely unexpected. This is what they caught.
We just need to go in and get your snowbird. Hurry up. Shut up. Hurry up, hurry up.
I don't go to your house and mess with your shit, so don't mess with mine.
As it seems, the shopping cart they were checking out earlier belonged to this lady. For this reason, she walks in and yells at them for touching her stuff, some of which are pretty creepy. But there's something else in this footage that's just as unsettling, and it happens during the time she's inside. On the hallway floor, a black, shadow-like figure darts across. It's hard to make out what this is since it moves quickly, but whatever it might have been, it seems to have no distinct outline. It just seems to be a black mass of something. However, it appears not once, but twice on this property. On the second time it appears, it's seen running across the front yard. Now Pink says that she has seen this figure before outside her home on multiple occasions at night. She initially thought it was just a black cat scurrying away. Given that she often leaves out food for stray cats, she was thinking this was just one of them. But seeing this footage, perhaps something else was captured. Now she has yet to share this footage elsewhere, but until then, she has no explanation for what was caught. As with all videos, I'll let you come up with your own conclusions. Just what exactly was caught on camera?
In my opinion, these two girls should have not left their door wide open. If they knew they were messing with someone else's stuff, odds are the person's probably nearby. They got caught, they ran inside, left the door wide open. Why would they do that for anyone to walk in? Clearly, she walked in, said some scary things, and walked right out. That's very disturbing.
At Billie Eilish's last show, someone in the crowd recorded something that shouldn't have happened. There were two Billie Eilish singing at the same time. During Khalid Lovely, a fan was filming the stage. From the side, you could see Billie jumping around in her white dress, sweaty and full of energy, giving everything she had. But on the giant screen, another Billie showed up, wearing the same clothes but moving differently. She was out of sync, like a delayed reflection. But it wasn't that. At first, people thought it was just a technical problem, maybe a screen glitch, but something felt off. The Billie on the screen wasn't copying what was happening on stage. She looked calm, like she was watching the crowd, almost studying people one by one. Then she smiled. That's when everyone noticed her teeth were completely black, like there was nothing inside her mouth. A chill went through the audience. On stage, the real Billie suddenly dropped the microphone and lifted her head, like she heard something no one else could hear. The crowd started screaming, confused. On the screen, the other Billie slowly raised her hand and pointed straight at the camera, like she was picking someone from the crowd. At that exact moment, the lights went out, and everything went dark. The screen shut off, and for just a split second, a message flashed, almost impossible to read. Have you ever seen the real one? Many people said it was just part of the show. Others swear that after that night, something in Billie's voice never sounded the same again.
What?
Somebody's in the window keeping us.
No, there's not. Don't go nowhere. Stay right here.
Guys, I just got home from school and I see this like hole in my wall, and like next door I have a really creepy neighbor. Let's take a look. What the fuck? Oh my
Chicos, son las 3 de la mañana, estoy escuchando ruidos súper extraños en el primer piso. Si quieres asesinarme, solo aplaude.
And so we think she died here, obviously, because this is where the hell the dance is. And what was that noise?
Did you see it?
Did you hear?
Help!
What?
Did you see it?
No!
Have you ever wondered why babies come out crying? This is one of the most disturbing conspiracy theories, so if you're alone, don't watch this. Some people say it's because they're adjusting to the world, but others have a darker story. Some say that babies come out crying because they remember something, but not about this life, about their past life. There's a theory that babies are aware before birth. They are aware of who they are or who they used to be. Their names, everything. Even how they passed away and what they did wrong. And during those few seconds of rebirth, they know that they're gonna come live again and maybe have another chance. Or maybe a punishment. And as they grow, the memories fade away. And they completely forget little by little about what they really were. Their visions disappear, and that's why they call it growing up. But maybe, just maybe, they were trying to warn us. But the real question is, what do you guys think about why babies cry while they're being born? Do you believe this theory to be real, or is it just something made up? Like I said, everyone has their opinions, but what do you think?
After the plane crash, the man and his stepmother survived and drifted to a deserted island. Days passed, and the man became extremely weak from hunger. His stepmother went out to search for food. A few hours later, She returned, limping, carrying a bowl of soup with some pieces of meat in it. The man asked where it came from. She said she had come across a turtle and made turtle soup. The man devoured it and slowly regained some strength, even complaining that she had brought back so little, wondering if she had eaten the rest herself. Later, they were finally rescued, but his stepmother fell ill and unfortunately passed away. The man didn't feel sad at the time, still upset about what he thought was her stinginess. Years later, the man went to a restaurant that happened to serve turtle soup. He ordered a bowl, but after just one sip, he froze. Then he suddenly began slapping himself and burst into tears. Do you understand why the man broke down?
What?
Somebody's in the window. Keep window.
No, there's not. Don't go nowhere. Stay right here.
So this clip appears to be the continuation of the clip we just saw. From what I could see, it looked like to be a figure, looks like a scarecrow or some not human entity. What do you guys think it is? It moved very fast, had a face like it had a mask on. That doesn't look human. What do you think? That was it for today's video. I hope you guys did not watch this alone. If you're about to go to sleep, good luck. Please let me know down in the comments what your favorite clip was, what the best part was, any suggestions, and what do you think those creatures were. Let me know. Thank you.